Today on Scotty Builds, we're going to design, fabricate, and install the transmission crossmember and mount for our 6-speed Jaguar project. Let's get into this.
And you can see where the original crossmember bolted to the frame rails. Over here is the driver's side, and on this side we have the passenger side. So it just kind of bolted across. And I think what I'm going to do now is, get some measurements. I want to come up with the width, also the length of both sides. And on this side they have kind of a locating lug. It is threaded, but we have 3 other thread positions or 3 other bolt holes. I think we'll just go with those 3. So I'll get some measurements, and additionally, I think what I'll also do is, after I get the measurements, I think I'm going to clean both of these up. Just kind of get some of the scale, get some of the just 20-something years of stuff off of them, clean them up with lacquer thinner, and I'll probably use like blue painter's tape to be able to transfer the bolt hole positions onto the stock that we're going to use. So yeah, so let me get some measurements and we'll talk about how we're going to actually put this together. These frame rails are about 2 1/4, and if I keep this other side towards the inside of the car on both sides, kind of like this, and what that'll allow me to do is maybe take a piece of square or round tube and go between these, and then come off and attach to the actual mount. Now we've got a different mount coming, but it's going to be the same dimensions as the stock GM mount. We'll get 2 of these cut to length, and then we'll get the bolt holes transferred and get those drilled out. And then once we're done with that, what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll bolt those up, and we'll check fitment. But the driver's side is about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch lower. We'll get a little a level in here, and we'll take a look at that. We may have to build a shim for the passenger side to kind of bring that down to where we can get it level. So we'll get to that. So our next step is to come back with some painter's tape, and I want to lay some tape over both these sides, mark the holes, and obviously we'll mark our front direction, so we're going to get that backwards, and then we'll lay those templates on our angle iron.
Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces cut. We've got our 11-inch, and then we've got our 9-inch right over there. We're going to let these pieces cool down, and then we're going to get the templates, the tape templates that we have right there, transferred over. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we've got our tape laid out over our stock. We're going to use our center punch to mark out the center of the holes. And then we'll commence to drilling. so somebody using more than likely this 3/16 flat. It's 4 inches wide, 3/16 stock, and I want to use that as the plate that actually contacts the motor mount. So I've scribed or marked a 2-inch line, kind of pretty much on the center here, and I just want to get an idea. I'm going to cheat it kind of long so I can always trim it down, but I think I'm going to drill here, have this go right through the center line, and that'll give me some room to trim on this side, and I'll probably just cut it off here, and I can definitely trim on the back side. I'll probably cut off about right there. So off the bandsaw, I just cut out these two pieces here for reinforcement, and basically I'm gonna mock them up here, and we're gonna weld these in, weld them all around the tube, And on the inside, when I make this weld, I'll clean this up as well. So I'll just run a nice bead all the way around the tube and get those, then we'll flip it over and do the other side. To fine tune our driveline angles, I could always build some shims and shim the transmission up. I kind of cheated down because I knew I could adjust up a lot easier than adjusting down. If I did have to adjust down, I could add shims between the side posts to bring the whole mount down a little bit. But I think we're going to be close. We'll take a look on the inside here shortly, but I want to get this transmission mount out of the way and have the car support the transmission for the first time on its own. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Success. Man, that is in there, man. That's looking pretty good. Let's go up top and we'll take a look at the placement of the shifter. So we're back up top. We're gonna take a look at the inside and see how far the shifter is coming up through the hole. And this here is the shifter. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. Oh man, that's gonna be great. That is almost perfect. I've still got some clearance below, say about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 below the tunnel. Oh, that is going to look really good. Well, hey, we'll get this one wrapped up. We'll talk about what we're going to do next for the next video, and step by step we'll get this thing on the road. Hey, thanks for watching.